Good evening and welcome. You're watching Trending at 10 with me, Sanket Upadhyay. 165 days after she joined politics with much fanfare and excitement. 165 days since cinestar Urmila Matondkar promised to serve the people. She had unsuccessfully contested the Mumbai North seat in the polls. 165 days later, she's decided to end her association with her party, underscoring the deep factionalism within her party. Matondkar said that she did not wish to be used for petty in-house politics. The events from here on will define whether she has just quit the Congress because of what she called as in-house politics or has decided to stay away from politics itself. Now, the important question to ask over here is whether Congress has failed Urmila or has Urmila failed in her political commitment, thus joining the list of celebrities who are often criticized for treating politics as a part-time activity. That short duration discussion up ahead. All right. So has the Congress failed Urmila or has Urmila failed in her political commitment? That's the discussion on Trending at 10. Smita Gupta, a senior journalist with me in the studio. I also have Professor Sanjeev Tiwari, he's a political analyst. Tehseen Poonawalla is also a political analyst. And Abhishek Tripathi is a BJP supporter, filmmaker, writer and columnist joining us from Mumbai. Thank you very much to all of you all. Let me first begin with you, Smitaji. What do you feel?
Well, I mean, the fact that Milind Deora and Sanjay Nirupam have been at loggerheads for a long time, that is no secret to anybody. The fact that infighting is a huge problem for the Congress is also not a secret. So, I don't disbelieve what Urmila Matondkar is saying. But maybe somebody who was, for whom politics was a primary profession, would have stuck it out a little longer. As you pointed out, it is 165 days. So, to that extent, and as you pointed out, we will know soon whether
Correct.
it is her commitment, whether it is her sort of disappointment with the way politics functions, or whether she just joins another party.
Yeah.
As Priyanka Chaturvedi did.
That's a very, very important example. By the way, on the 23rd of March, when she was inducted in the party, Priyanka Chaturvedi was there in that press conference. And then subsequently, she moved out of the party to quickly join another political party. Tehseen Poonawalla, I believe that you've spoken to Urmila. I believe you've she's a friend of yours. What did she say? Do you have answers to any of these questions we are asking?
Look, there are two things. So let's understand one part of it. Urmila, as an individual, could have joined any political party and she got offers. At a time when people were joining the BJP left, right and centre, Urmila chose to join the Congress. That's because as a person, and I've known her before she joined politics, I've known her from her film days, she's committed to the values of the Congress. Having said that, I can say for a fact on your show, because Smitaji spoke about political differences in the Mumbai Congress, which I acknowledge, Milind Deora has been out there supporting, and she acknowledges that. He's been there, he's completely guided her, he's supported her, he's been there for her. Yes, there is factionalism in the Congress, you can't deny it. Yes, the problem with the Congress today lies that people like Milind, who are talented, are today not in the Rajya Sabha. You have somebody like a Kumar Ketkar, who quite honestly his contribution to the Congress is zero, and now the assembly elections are months away. So I don't understand why do people like him are given importance. It should be people like Milind, Rajiv Shukla, who understand the Congress, who understand politics. So Milind has been a support for her, but there have also been other aspects or these other people in Mumbai Congress, and Smitaji, I'll be honest about this, who have come from outside. They don't understand the Congress culture and they believe that bullying, they believe that screaming, they believe that doing a tamasha is the way forward for the Congress. They don't understand the Congress in Maharashtra in particular is Tilak and Agarkar's party. It is the birthplace of Congress. It was Pune and Bombay, then Bombay where Congress was born. It is Congress where Tilak said, I will have Swaraj is my birthright, I will have it, you put sedition cases on me. That is the Congress. They don't understand. These guys have come from parties. But to a larger point, let's not blame Urmila. What is Sunny Deol doing today? He's an elected MP. He wasn't there when there was a fire. What is his mother, his Dharmendra, his father's wife done? What was her contribution? What is Dharmendra's contribution? So you have what was Lata Mangeshkar, with due respect, and I know this Maharashtra election, Sachin Tendulkar. So you have a problem where celebs do not really get down to contributing.
Interesting.
I understand that there are also some celebs who perform, but by and large, they haven't really performed. So you must look at the larger thing. But Urmila, she believes in the values that, I must say, Milind has supported her.
So tell me something. Has she quit politics or has she quit the Congress party?
No, I don't know about that. I know that she will always stand up for her rights.
Should she quit politics or just the Congress party?
I hope whatever she does keeping her values intact, and I believe in the values of that girl.
Okay. Now, Abhishek, this seems to be an important point that Tehseen mentions, which is also the focus of our show, that whether the Congress party has failed her or she has failed in a political commitment. There is a long list. Some of those people are in the BJP as well. They've been accused. They've been accused of not being 24/7 politicians.
No, let me start from saying that your log line is absolutely correct. It goes both ways. Urmila Matondkar failed Congress and Congress failed Urmila Matondkar. It was a two-way journey, two-way traffic. You know, she was inducted in the party with big fun and fair and event and all of that. And she had said that, and she was quoted that, even if I lose the parliament election, I will never leave the party, Congress party. But here, within 5.5 months, she has quit the party, and not only she has quit the party, she has said so many things about the party that what she was here and what she actually thought about Congress is not that. So she has, in a way, exposed Congress by quitting also and by saying it also. She was always the wrong candidate. She was just the face. She didn't know what politics was. She was just a hijacked candidate, which she was known here in Mumbai North constituency. So I think it's a very funny situation for Congress. It's a very funny situation for Urmila Matondkar, but more for Congress, because that's the party that she had joined. That's the party that she wanted to be there always, despite the fact that she said, even if I lose, I'll continue being there in the party. But she couldn't, barely for 5, and I think this is the shortest tenure of any cine star, you know, who joined any political party, contested a parliament election.
You say that with a smile on your face, but you know, I don't have any independent verification of this fact.
Make one point?
Yeah, one moment. Mr. Tiwari hasn't spoken. Yes, Mr. Tiwari, my question remains the same. Who has failed whom?
Basically, the health of the Congress is not well, and we have been discussing this since last 3-4 months. What happened that the situation in the Congress is very pathetic, as our friends they were talking about, both of them they were talking about. There is infighting, number one, and not only the Urmila today, there is another important leader in Mumbai, that is the Kripa Shankar Singh. He has also quit some times back, and that is the news I have just heard when I was coming to your studio. That means the entire Congress party, particularly in Maharashtra, when the Congress is going to contest the election, it's not well, and that is why it's a serious question before the Congress that how to manage its house before the coming assembly elections, number one. Number two, as far as the Urmila and the other cine stars are concerned, there is no room of doubt that some of the cine stars, they performed very well, from the MGR to NTR, MG Ramachandran to NT Rama Rao.
Okay, there is a difference over here.
But the issue is that nowadays there is a flood of the cine stars in the politics. You go to the Bhojpuri film actors, Nehrua, then Manoj Tiwari is doing well. Then again Ravi Kishan, a number of stars they are coming to the politics, and the politics there seems that because the politics depends on, democracy depends on the popularity, and they basically take advantage of that because they are the popular leader.
One more. Smita Gupta, you know, the point that he seems to be making, you have picked up, obviously there cannot be a generic comment that can be made about cine stars and their performance in politics. There's a strike rate for every individual. We're talking about those who fail fast, but then there are others also who have not. In fact, they excelled as political leaders. But the difference between the two was one chose to keep it as a part-time option and the others devoted themselves. There were cine stars who converted into politicians and full-time 24/7 politicians. You name MGR, you name NTR, all of them are shining examples of how you commit yourself 24/7. Do you think that in this day and age, the biggest problem that these Tinseltown celebrities face is that they fail to honor that commitment and time required to politics?
There is a huge difference between most of the film star turned politicians from the south and the ones in the north. It's a very rough kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because in the south, whether it was MGR, whether it was NTR, whether it was Jayalalitha, they were serious politicians actually who converted their fan clubs, became the party base, you know. And I mean, they are among the most sort of well-known politicians from the south. And there is a kind of tradition of that in the south. You know, even in Karnataka, I think you have a few.
Amrish is a good example.
Yeah. In the north, you have both kinds. So, like a Shatrughan Sinha, I would say is a more serious. I mean, despite everything, he is committed to politics. Or say like a Raj
North
Babbar.
India also gave Sunil Dutt. It gave
even Jaya Bachchan.
Yeah, Jaya Bachchan.
I mean, she's had a long career in politics, and I do interact with her. She's a fairly serious politician, engaged with issues and so on. So there are these kind of politicians, and then you have the Hema Malini or the Dharmendra who really don't bother. Kiran Kher, on the other hand, is much more. She takes part in debates, and you know she pays attention. Jaya Prada, despite her party hopping, etc., she. I think I would say she's more of a serious politician.
So they've matured as politicians. They came from Tinseltown, but they've matured as politicians. Yes, Sanjeev Tiwari, you had a word about Hema Malini.
I was just talking about the South politics, that in Kerala, this model which we are talking about, the model of the South India, where the cine stars, they successfully converted into a full-time politician. It was not happened in the Kerala. You go for the case of Prem Nazir and the Ganesh Kumar. They could not succeed despite they devoted the entire time of they formed their own party. They could not succeed there because the model was there. One was the Communist Party, the other was the Congress Party, and there was no vacuum. But the vacuum was created both in the Tamil Nadu as well as in the Andhra Pradesh, because there was a vacuum, and that vacuum was filled by
I think the one thing that we can say halfway
and when
into
we talk
this
about the
discussion,
North India, when we talk about the Hema Malini, when we talk about the Smriti Irani, she is also an actress. She was a small television actress, and she defeated Rahul Gandhi, and that too when she was defeated in Kerala, and again she went back.
That's why
that is the success of the
in my rider
politicians.
to this discussion, I said that those cine stars who chose to give time. See, for you to be successful or for you to fail in any profession is the amount of time and investment that you
and
make.
that is what happening in Delhi.
Those
also.
who did have are shining.
A cine star who came from far away from Bihar and in Banaras. In Delhi, he became the president of the party, BJP.
Okay.
Despite the fact that a number of people are there, Manoj Tiwari is the president.
Yes,
He's doing very well.
Come in.
So a couple of quick points before I make my more substantial points. Mr. Tripathi was very, very condescending and arrogant, saying he does not know if Urmila knows politics or not. That is the first scale of arrogance. At least Urmila Matondkar did not say that her constituency was 3,000 kilometers, which Hema Malini said about Mathura being the sitting MP from 3,000 kilometers from Mathura, Sri Lanka. At least like Sunny Deol, she did not say she did not know Pathankot and Balakot. I can assure you she is extremely, extremely aware, including of civil rights and constitutional rights. Or like Dharmendra ji ran away from Bikaner. But this is not about scoring points. Like, I want to make a larger substantial point, and this is about the Congress, because it's a party I love and I've always voted for. Look, you know, Smita ji, when you made that point on Shatrughan Sinha, I was laughing and smirking. I think it is time for the Congress to understand one thing. Does it want loyalists? And I go back to Mumbai Congress. Incidentally, Sunil Dutt won from Mumbai, not from North India.
Correct.
But I go back to the Congress and I want to give an example. Because we're talking about Mumbai, Milind Deora. Because we're talking Sachin Pilots. And I know as wrong as this sounds or as right as this sounds, you need people who understand the party, who've devoted themselves to the party. A Shatrughan Sinha, who was with Vajpayee ji giving speeches of the Babri Mosque to be demolished. How can today he become a secular person? what is his ideology. You give him a ticket. Let me make my point. It's
talking
very
about
important. I need
ideology.
to make a point. He then comes to Lucknow with his wife to campaign against the official Congress candidate. How long are we going to tolerate this? It's a fundamental point. It's not about being an outsider or an insider. It's about understanding the Congress is Nehru and Gandhi's party. It's about understanding the values of the Congress. For a man like Shatrughan Sinha, who cannot differentiate between Maulana Azad, which is very important for Indian Muslims, and Jinnah, whom Indian Muslims despise.
Okay.
That is a problem, and the Congress should not be getting it. Getting people like that. And having said that, Urmila was one of the most intelligent people, if only people know her, and therefore she fought a stellar performance in a constituency she just got introduced to.
Okay. Abhishek Tripathi?
Oh yes, probably one of the rarest time when I agree with Mr. Tehseen Gulawala.
Thank you.
In the sense, in the sense, let me say this. In the sense that he, in a way, he said that Congress needs to do some introspection into what they are doing right now. In terms of handling the party, in terms of how to induct people there, what is the reality. I think it is very high time for them to understand, not that I want them to understand, but socially speaking, yes, they should understand. Also, like we just spoke about Smriti Irani ji, we spoke about Hema Malini ji. Now, Smriti Irani has created a history by defeating Rahul Gandhi. She's a serious politician. Same way, coming back after 2014, again 2019, Hema Malini, she has again established the fact that she's a successful politician in terms of work, in terms of content, in terms of her constituency. So I think gone are the days when Govinda types were there, winning from the same Mumbai North constituency and then running away in 2009. So even if you're a cine star, you have to dedicate yourself. Whichever party you belong to.
One moment. When you say Smriti Irani, I can understand she's a giant slayer, right? But when you say Hema Malini, I hope you know that she has faced a fair share of criticism.
Massive.
For instance, she has said that I have visited Mathura 250 times.
Criticism
Slightly
cannot...
difficult to believe, my friend.
No, criticism cannot be counted in politics. I think everyone, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, late Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, Narendra Modi,
the
Rahul
criticism
Gandhi,
here
faces
is
criticism.
Mr. Tripathi, the criticism against Ms. Hema Malini is that she has not been very serious about her constituency. It has always been her second preference.
The very fact that she was elected again says volume about her work, about her presence in her constituency. I think that is what is counted. So, exactly what... Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go on.
Yeah. So these are the things which are counted in electoral politics. We are talking about that only. And that's why we are discussing Urmila Matondkar, why she took such a little time to, distance herself from the Congress, and she is resigned from the party. And not only she resigned, she said things. She cannot be, she doesn't want to
Petty
face
in-house
infighting.
politics. Now tell me something. If you agree that she is a stellar individual, she's well aware of her rights, she's intelligent, she's a committed politician, and she's disappointed as of this moment in the Congress party. As I said at the beginning, I do not know whether she has quit politics or she has quit the Congress. Because if she has just quit the Congress party, then I ask you, Mr. Tripathi, how about having her in your party?
No. For it is for her to come out clean, do a press conference, give a detailed reason that she has quit politics or she had quit only Congress. Only then anything can be thought of. Not that we are interested in inducting anybody right now, but yes, she'll have to come out. The ball is in her court.
Really? I have to take this spot shot. If Urmila had criminal cases on her, you would have inducted her. But having said that, come on, it's a joke. It's a joke. I had to. You can't let me let go of a full toss. It's a proverbial full toss. But look, one point. On a personal level, I think Urmila should have discussed it internally. That's my advice. Would have been my advice to her. Had she taken it?
So in that sense, is this a failure?
Not a failure.
No, one more.
Different people react differently.
Different people react differently, but when you join politics,
yes,
I'm sure an intelligent woman like Urmila would know that there will be crests and troughs. There
Of
will be
course.
push
She should
and
have
pull.
more
Of course
staying
they
power,
will be.
I
Yes,
feel.
they
And
would be.
intelligent
But I
women
guess
You
like
need more
Urmila
political
have
stamina.
Of course
joined
you do,
Congress.
and perhaps she should have discussed this internally. She should have confided in the current leadership in the Mumbai Congress, put her woes across, spoken to Mrs. Gandhi, and then left. I don't disagree with her leaving if she chooses to do that. But in my opinion, I think it would be better if she would have discussed it internally rather than bringing this out. Having said that, she's made that choice, and all the best to her.
Why, Smita Gupta, why do you think this is happening in the Congress party? Is this all a symbol of weak leadership?
Of course it is.
Had the Congress had a
It-
strong leadership, this would not have happened.
It's not just, I mean, we are talking today about celebrities and we are focusing on Urmila Matondkar, but in the 3 months since the election results came in, many people have, drifted out of the party,
But do you think celebs are soft targets in that sense?
They are soft targets. I mean, I frankly feel that Urmila Matondkar, she joins the party, she's given a Lok Sabha seat instantly, she should have had a little more staying power perhaps,
But Smita, without giving the tickets, no celebrity they will join the political parties, and that is what
कहीं पर
happening.
भी जा सकती
In anywhere, in any of the political parties, the celebrity they do come with a condition that if they are given the ticket in any of the political parties, then only they join it.
Well, can I tell you
Well,
something?
then,
One moment.
that talks about being serious about politics or not.
Absolutely,
they are not
and this
I think that is
criticism
the-
will
yeah.
hold for the
Okay.
BJP
Most
as
of
well,
them, they are
Abhishek
not
Tripathi,
serious.
because it on so many occasions. In 2014, the Prime Minister had to hold Abhyas Varga for or workshops for new MPs. This time around in 2019, he had to hold workshops for all MPs, a 2-day weekend workshop in at the end of July, I think the first week of August, right? His constant message since 2019 in forum after forum is that you need to devote yourself full time to politics, 100%, do this, do that. My point is, if you know that these people are not devoted, why invest? And this is a criticism of the Congress and the BJP, both. You give in to the glitz and glamour of their star power. But what about commitment?
Talking about today's time, we have invested very rightly. I can very confidently say that, and we have results out there to say that. The criticism is not about BJP, it is about Congress right now.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
about
I
want to say
it's
that I have
about
something
all
to
in
say.
the political fraternity. All political parties do this. You bank on the star power.
Like I said, we are talking in present day, So yes, right
It's
now,
a discussion.
probably in the past, people might have been there.
Okay.
But today, right now, PM Modi after 2014, after 2019, and Mr. Amit Shah and the leadership has consciously taken decision.
Okay, very quickly,
Only
last
devoted
word.
people,
Last 10 seconds.
only
I
committed
just
people,
can't,
only people who work for
Mr.
the
Let go of
Tripathi
the
is
subject.
suggesting that they have chosen very talented people, and that is why they won these elections,
No, they
right?
won because of Modi.
But we have been told all these months it was only because of Mr. Modi that
Exactly.
they won so many seats.
He
So
gave
I
you also
wonder-
full toss and you didn't let go of it.
Okay, thank you very much, Smita Gupta, Professor Sanjeev Tiwari, Tehseen Poonawalla, as well as Abhishek Tripathi for this discussion. Let us hope that more politicians, more celebrities who join politics stay in politics and they stay the course. They should have more staying power, as Smita Gupta said. That's a wrap in this edition of Trending at 10. News continues on NDTV. Stay with us.